out here, Telluride. I've never really skied here until now, so this is cool. 5, 4.
Now I'm out here with Seth, trying to ease into it. There's some serious skiing for sure. Time to check out something new and break personal boundaries.
The backcountry, the side country, this place, it's major.
Couloirs, for sure, couloirs.
This is also the San Juans. This is the worst snowpack you could ever hope to find anywhere.
Some of these lines have probably only been skied a few times ever.
Yeah, so day one out here in Telluride Backcountry, and I have no idea where we're going. I'm just following here.
This looks good, man. Looks fun.
Telluride was a mining town. At the turn of the century, probably the 1880s, 1890s, there was 7,000 to 10,000 people that lived in this area. We started the ski resort in 1972. Prior to that, there was 350 of us living in Telluride. It went from 7,000, 8,000 down to 350. People would say, God, you guys are nice. And I'd say, no, we're not nice, we're just lonely.
Have a good evening. Nice to see you. In terms of the skiing, Tomboy was the mining community up above town here a few thousand feet, and the first skis introduced were the Swedes and the Finns. They used to race down to Telluride to get the best whores on Friday nights.
I did hear the story about the Swedes. We might not have the biggest mountains, but wherever in the world we go, we bring it with us.
Yeah, so why is Telluride different? I don't know if I can put my finger on it. It's just a feeling.
It wasn't built as a ski resort. It was built as a mining town.
I think really it's just the distance and the difficulty to get here has attracted a certain kind of skier.
No matter how meager the snow conditions or how crazy the weather's been, there's always something to do. There's always something great to do.
We really have a good variety of skiing. Unlike a lot of places, we got really anything you want to get into.
Telluride's unmatched except for probably a few places in the lower 48.
This is the Joaquin Couloir. Of course, right when we get here, it starts to snow. Telluride's lucky that they have the lifts real close to it. It saves you a lot of time. There's nothing really that compares to this in Colorado, that's for sure.
The backcountry, the side country, this place, it's major.
Really, as scared as you want to get, terrain.
Couloirs, for sure, couloirs. You got the San Joaquin, you got the Y, you've got the 11s.
There's a lot of really big stuff around here, but this is also the San Juans. This is the worst snowpack you could ever hope to find anywhere.
People don't often realize how powerful these avalanches are. They go to the ground and they spiderweb out far.
Yeah, well, the San Juan's kind of notorious for its weak snowpack. Because we're so close to the desert regions, you get cold nights and warm days, it breaks those snow crystals down and they turn into these faceted forms or depth ore. Snow grains that just don't like to stick together. They're like ball bearings.
And you add enough snow to it to make the skiing good, and it becomes dangerous.
You know, a lot of these drainages go from open faces into tight chokes where if something comes down through there, you're done.
One of the kids that was killed, his boots were ripped right off of his feet, and he was torn from his crotch to his sternum.
It can be catastrophic if something goes wrong. That's the problem.
Protection gear won't really do much for you here.
A little airbag isn't going to do anything. It's just dead weight.
What can happen, but can't think of that all the time, you know? We gotta ski too.
You know, the mountains are dangerous anywhere you go. It's just we happen to have a particularly dangerous snowpack.
For someone coming here, the best thing that I think you can do is really pick the brains of the locals.
That's kind of the cool thing about Telluride too. Like this kind of town, it's pretty easy to find the right people to go with.
Yeah, the Joaquin, that's the feeder for the Joaquin.
Right.
And it goes through that whole cliff band.
You go down to the bottom of the lift when it's opening and there's the same group of people that you expect right there. It's such a small community and you can kind of keep an eye on each other. It's just kind of a whole cycle.
That's Greg, you know? Yeah, Greg, seriously, what's the deal here for the next few days?
Tomorrow's supposed to get cloudy and hopefully get some snow out of it. Maybe get to go jump around a bit.
So yeah, we're kind of having a weather day today. It's been kind of puking all night. We're standing on this ancient mining trestle.
You definitely have to go off in the right spot.
Very different from tight couloirs.
This last week, we've had our first real dose of spring.
We've had a lot of warm weather that has consolidated snowpack.
Today we're skiing the classic couloir, the San Joaquin. You can't really see it, but it's on this face here. It was snowing all day yesterday. Snow could be decent in there. It could also be terrible, depending on what the wind's been doing.
I wouldn't say that the danger is completely gone, but you guys have timed it just right.
A little nervous, but I think that's a good thing. I haven't done any skiing like this ever in my life. You get a whole different perspective when you spend time getting there yourself.
Yeah, just up on top of San Joaquin. We got the early bump, so
First people on the scene, first crew up.
should have fresh.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
As long as you're willing to work for it, the backcountry is right out your door and you can go as far as you want.
I'm gonna walk away from this trip with some great memories. It isn't just the skiing. The skiing isn't the goal itself. You come back down, you look back at your run, and you're like, yeah, I climbed that, I ski down it. It's such a feeling of accomplishment.